Good afternoon, everyone. It's Justice for Comics. It is Wednesday, New Comic Book Day, October 23rd. I'm going to be reviewing the books that are coming out next Wednesday, the 30th. So you guys will have a nice little preview of the books that are coming out so you can make sure that you can grab them. It gives you a little bit of an advanced warning on some books that I think are worth taking a look at, either because the story's really good or the cover, that type of thing. I got a few books, a couple in the mail today, and also I went to one of my local comic book shops and found a couple nice little pickups, so I'll go over that here in a second. First off, I got in the mail today Mad Magazine number 10. I believe this is the last issue. Last issue of Mad Magazine, and you've got the It character there on the cover. Pretty cool. Everything floats in here. Very humorous. Yeah, definitely the end of an era. I probably had Mad magazines in the past when I was a kid. I don't think I ever kept any of them. I think that was one of those. I'm sure my copies were used and abused, rolled up, put in my back pocket, thrown onto the bathroom floor. I probably read them while I was going to the bathroom, at least until a certain age, and then my reading material probably changed. But there was a time where I read a few of these. Yeah, they were funny. I never kept with it. I was definitely not a collector, but I figured, the last issue might be worth grabbing. I don't know if it'll ever be worth any money or not, but pretty cool. I'm going to take at least a good read of it and soak in the last issue of Mad Magazine, supposedly ever produced. So I guess the sales weren't very good on this over the last few years. I don't know if that's the reason, or it could be something else. Who knows? But there it is, the last issue of Mad Magazine number 10. Okay, so at my local comic book shop, I picked up off the wall Once and Future number 2. This is the second printing, which I thought looked pretty cool. I don't think I was able to get this on Midtown. If I remember correctly, it sold out on Midtown before I could grab a copy. So they had 4 or 5 of these on the wall, so not too hard to get it at my local comic book shop. So I grabbed one of those. Very nice. In the back issue bins. Now this was a pick from Jim's Comics. I believe in X-Men number 1, there is a team first appearance in this issue, X-Men 188. I probably need to go to Jim's Instagram page real quick. Jim and I are good buddies. We follow what each other does, but he tends to follow Marvel and DC a little bit more than I do. So I just noticed he had this on his Instagram page, and he puts, it's the Children of the Vault show up in this story, and this is their first appearance, X-Men 188 Volume 2. Says it's worth digging out of back issue bins for a copy. Some people are saying they got it for 50 cents. Oh, whoops, I got the wrong book. I didn't get it for 50 cents, but I think I got it for like $4. Not too bad. Where I live, there's very few comic book shops that have dollar bins or under a dollar bin. Plus, typically, if they're under $1, they're probably in pretty bad shape, which means I probably wouldn't want it anyways. So I'm okay with paying $3, $4, $5 for a book. This would cost me certainly more on eBay with shipping and everything. So this one's in pretty nice shape, pretty mint, and got that for $4. So I don't know if that's going to go anywhere, if there's any heat on that book in particular, but thought it was worth grabbing. Another book that Jim's Comics had recommended that I grabbed is Uncanny X-Men 234. This is an older issue. I was surprised I didn't have this in my collection. I've got a bunch of books from that 200 to 300 range, but I don't believe I had this one. So if I do, I picked up an extra copy. But he also had posted a picture of that on his Instagram page, saying this is Madeline Pryor becomes the Goblin Queen. So I don't know if that's something that's going to be coming up maybe in the future X-Men series or not. But not a bad, first appearances are always nice. Goblin Queen, Madeline Pryor as the Goblin Queen. So it's a cool looking cover for sure. I like that image of Wolverine. And you got early Mark Silvestri art. He doesn't draw like that anymore, that's for sure. You could tell that's very early in his career. So yeah, I like the cover on that. It's in really high grade too. This is an older book. Let's just go back to 1988, 1987 probably. It's in really, really nice shape. I would say it's certainly a 9.4 or higher for sure. So not a bad looking book. The other one I was really surprised to find at my local comic book shop. I think it was another book that I had seen Jim's Comics mention probably way back. Let me see if I can find it. He posts a lot of things. If I remember right, he might leave a comment to correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he bought this at like a flea market I think he paid like $1 for it or under. And it probably was a while ago. I know he found a bunch of Spawn books. I think it was at a flea market. And I'm going back pretty far. I don't see it. Yeah, I know I think he's highlighted it in one of his videos. Maybe he didn't post a picture of it on Instagram. Yeah, I don't think I saw it there. Yeah, I don't see it. Yeah, it's a Spawn. Well, either way, it's a Spawn 249. I looked on eBay. There's a lot of listings in that $75 to $80 range. A couple of people asking $100. I know it's a very low print run, and I got it for the guy was asking $15. He had a $15 price sticker on it. I said, hey, I'll give you 10, and he said okay. So I got it for $10. Not bad. Considering I think it's worth considerably more than that. I don't think I'm going to sell it. I'll probably just keep it in my collection. I've got some random Spawn books here and there. I've got I've got a short print run like 189, or there was some issues in the 180 range that was pretty low, and I've got a couple of those issues. It's a cool looking cover though. Nice McFarlane cover. Classic cover, very nice. So $10. I thought that was worth grabbing. Nice deal on that. So let's jump into it. Those are the books that I had to show off for New Comic Book Day, or at my LCS that I was able to grab. Here's what's coming out next Wednesday. Looking at Midtown here, so let me zoom in a little bit. First off, Dark Horse. Yeah, I don't think there was anything here that... Now, first off, I'm wish listing this, but the Halloween Comic Fest, I think on Midtown, they're all going to show wish listed, like they're out, but I believe they don't come available until this weekend. Usually that's how it goes. I think Saturday's when they're going to be available, so make sure you make note of that. I believe it's this Saturdays when you can go in and actually select these free comic books. And Midtown, what Midtown does is they charge $1 per free comic book for shipping and handling. So, you want to be selective. You grab 10 of these, it's going to basically cost you $10. It's still pretty good. And they come mint and they come without the stamp. So there'll be a few of them that I'm going to grab, and I'm willing to pay $1 for the shipping and handling by Midtown. Not a big deal. You think they would give it to me for free as many comic books as I order from them, but yeah, that's how it goes. Nothing from Dark Horse. Black Manor, I don't know if I've read the first issue. I believe I've got number 2 yet to read. I don't know if I'm going to continue with this or not. Normally I like Cullen Bunn, and Tyler Crook does a pretty good job with artwork, so I may be picking this up. There's the A cover, and kind of a nice looking B cover too. So I may or may not buy that. Not totally decided on that yet, but that was it from Dark Horse. For DC, Basket Full of Heads, number 1. First off, you got to like the title. Who doesn't like a basket full of heads? Wasn't there a Joe Pesci movie? Yeah, I think that was Eight Heads in a Bin, or I don't know, something like Eight Heads in a Bat. I can't remember. It had something to do with eight heads, transportation of heads or something. I'm not too sure. It was probably a good, like an offshoot of Goodfellas or something. So issue number 1, A and B, I believe I grabbed both covers. They're both nice covers. I like the A cover a lot. And a Middleton cover is not too bad either. That's a nice Middleton cover. So I pre-ordered those in advance. Batman Annual 4 is coming out. I believe I pre-ordered that as well. I'm kind of a Batman completist, even though I'm not a big fan of Tom King's run. I pretty much have to at least buy the A covers. I've got a ongoing collection of Batman all the way back to like 608. So pretty much every issue since issue 608 of the volume 1 of Batman. So quite a few Batman books. Let's see, Deceased number 6. I believe that's the last issue of the series. They're going to be wrapping it up. It's been really, really good. Pick the cover you like. Mark Brooks cover is nice. I like the Mattina cover. And then you've got this horror homage by Putri. All covers are pretty nice. Harleen number 2, definitely grabbing that. I pre-ordered that in advance, both covers. Just a really, really good looking book. The artwork was excellent inside of it, and I like the story. I want to explore more of the character of Harley Quinn and sort of maybe a different take on her origin. So that one's pretty good. Let's see here. Joker Killer Smile number 1. Now this ought to be really good. This is, again, another DC Black Label book. You've got Jeff Lemire doing the writing. You've got Sorrentino doing the art. I don't think you can go wrong with that. You've got 2 really good covers. I definitely love the Carrie Andrews cover. I mean, that thing is awesome. It's crazy. It's kind of like that Ryan Brown cover. That Ryan Brown cover is really good too. But I love this cover. I think that's one of the best covers coming out next week. Last God number 1. I pre-ordered these in advance. You've got the A and B cover. Both beautiful covers. Kai Carpenter's covers, unbelievably fantastic. Definitely reminds me of Frazetta, you know, that type of style. And then you've got Federici. Again, awesome artwork. I love that the interior artwork is also by Federici. So, in my opinion, you got to buy these books just for the art. I don't even care if the story is good. Artwork alone is worth buying it. So that's my take on that. Sandman Universe presents Hellblazer number 1. That might be worth grabbing. DC Vertigo has not been the greatest of late, but I do like the character of Constantine. I think it could be maybe good. I don't know. It might be worth grabbing a copy just to see, or maybe flipping through it at your LCS if you're inclined to do that. But I think that might be worth taking a look at. Tales from the Dark Multiverse, Death of Superman number 1. Yeah, sort of an Elseworlds take on that event. I think it's worth grabbing. Nice looking cover. So I believe I pre-ordered that in advance. I think that does it for DC. Dynamite Entertainment. I don't think there was anything there. Got some Vampirilla stuff. Warlord of Mars. Yeah, nothing there I'm interested in. IDW. I believe there is a book coming out. It might be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I believe. Yep, number 99. I think I just pre-ordered or have on my pull list the A cover. I don't think Midtown did this right. That does not look like that looks like Eastman. They're saying this is the Eastman cover. I don't know. This is the incentive cover by Valerio Schiti. Shitty. I butchering that name. I'm sure this person's last name is not Shitty. Shititi or I don't know. Shit. Valerio Shit. I'm just gonna shorten it. Nice cover though. Pretty cool. I like that. $12.75. I don't know if I'm gonna pay. I don't think I'm gonna pay for the incentive. I believe I just have the regular A cover, which this is not the A cover, by the way. This is like a version of the Eastman cover. So I don't know what Midtown did there. That is definitely not the right cover. I think that does it for Dynamite Entertainment. Image. Chrononauts Future Shock #1. I'm going to pass on that. Mark Miller, I'm telling you, unless I hear that this book is really, really good, I'm going to pass. I bought that Chrononauts when he did that first Chrononauts series. It was like I think it was only a 4-issue series maybe. It wasn't very good. That's just kind of how Mark Miller is. He's either really good or he's really shitty. There's usually no in between, so I think I'm going to pass on that unless I hear something fantastic. Dead Eyes #1, second printing. I am curious to see if they've changed the cover on it. You know, sometimes they do that. Let's see if it's a different cover. I like Dead Eyes. I mean, I know the first issue, I think it's just a reprint of Dead Rabbit when it originally came out. Let's see if they have. Okay, I think this is the second printing, yellow cover. Kind of cool. I like that it's a different cover. Oh, let me move my camera over a little. So I believe that is the second printing cover. This was the regular A cover of #1, so yeah, I believe this is the second printing. Oh, no, I'm wrong. That's #3. Correction. I think this might be I think this is it. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know. This could be. Maybe this is a Baltimore Comic Con. I don't know if we have this. Images on Google Images. It probably. Yeah. I don't know. It's either this one that maybe with a different background color. I know this is the regular A cover that came out like a week or so ago. Yeah, this is the cover for #3. So sorry guys, I was wrong about that. So I am not certain as to what the second printing cover will look like. To be determined, but I'm going to grab a copy just in case it's a different cover. I like that series a lot, so I'm willing to grab the other printings. Let me fix my camera back again. I think that does it for Image. Didn't see anything else there that was of interest to me. Marvel. Let's see. Conan the Barbarian #10. I've got that on my pull list. I've really been enjoying it. I think Jason Aaron's writing is perfect for Conan, and the interior artwork by Muhammad is very good. I like it. So it's been a book I've been pre-ordering pretty much every month. And there is also an incentive cover by McNiven. I'm not a huge fan of McNiven's artwork, but if you are, make sure you grab that. I don't know, $42. It seems a little steep. I think I'll pass on that. I've not been collecting Contagion. I have no idea if that's any good or not. Just didn't look that appealing to me. Crazy one-shot A cover. I did grab the B cover from last week. It did sell out, and then I think it came back for sale. So I don't know. I don't think it's a short printed type thing. It's kind of like a Mad magazine, you know, just parody. Dugan's doing the writing on some of it. I don't know if he's doing the whole thing. It says various. So yeah, this is kind of a homage to the original cover. I think there was a Marvel parody book called Crazy way back in the day. I believe that's kind of what it looked like somewhat. So I'm going to grab that. I think it's worth getting. I'm also grabbing Dead Man Logan #12. This is the last issue of that run. Supposedly he's going to die in this issue. I don't know. We'll see. You know, it would have been a little easier if they had ended Old Man Logan with him dying. I was collecting all of that original series. I've not been collecting every issue of Dead Man Logan. I did grab #11 because that does have a first appearance of a new Thor character. Luke Cage's daughter. I can't remember her name offhand, but I know she is going to be a new Thor character. So this will be her second appearance, I guess. So it's worth grabbing, I think. No doubt about it. Plus, potentially the death of Old Man Logan in it. Who knows if they'll really kill him? Maybe they'll keep him alive a little bit longer. I don't know what you guys think about all these X-Men books that are coming out. You've got a reboot of X. I did grab X-Men #1, A, and one of the other covers. I don't think I'm going to chase these other ones. I know there's Excalibur, there's X-Force, there's a Fallen Angels. I don't know. I mean, I think I'm going to withhold buying these for now. Unless there's something fantastic about it, I'm going to wait and see on that, I guess. All right, Fantastic Four Grand Design #1. I think that's like a homage to an old cover, right? Isn't there? Was it Hulk maybe, that cover of that? I can't remember. I know I've seen that image before in the past on an older book. All right. What else for Marvel? Not been collecting Star Wars. Okay, Marvel Zombies Resurrection. I believe I just pre-ordered the A cover. B cover's not bad by Yoon. I think the A cover's better though. And I know there's a couple of store incentives out there that are pretty cool. So yeah, choose the cover that you like. I don't know. The Greg Land cover is pretty good. Greg Land was the original artist that drew the Marvel Zombies Ultimate Fantastic Four. I think 21 through 24 was that run. If you don't have that in your comic book collection, I highly recommend it. It was one of the best comic book series I read back during those times. I just thought it was excellent. The artwork. Now, of course, Greg Land has been supposedly been accused of copying and trace drawing, and he probably does some of that, I'm sure. You could kind of tell that his artwork has definitely changed. It's not quite as obvious as it used to be. I think he's still a great artist. I think he still has fantastic skill. But $42 for that, I don't know. I just can't. I can't bring myself to do that. And then you've got these incentive covers, which are really crazy. $170, $425 for the Virgin. I mean, to justify that kind of money, I just think, I can't justify spending that kind of money on that type of book. All right, there's some annuals. Savage Avengers, if you've been following that, the annual #1's out on that. I've not been collecting that all the way through, so I'm probably going to pass. Silver Surfer Black, #5. I've been pretty much just going with the A covers. Man, the incentive cover is $170 and $425. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I do like this Lee Guillermo cover of Spider-Man. That's pretty cool. Black and white, and then you got the color Virgin. Pretty nice. $25 each. I don't think I'm going to do that, but I love the cover. I mean, it's a nice looking cover. If that was $4 or $5, I might pull the trigger, but not 25. I'm slowing down some of my purchasing lately. Venom #19, nice Kyle Holtz cover. I believe I pre-ordered that, and I believe I pre-ordered the B cover as well. Pretty cool, nice cover of Mary Jane by Ji-Hung Lee. Normally you've got to pay a premium to get his artwork, but not here. So I think that's definitely worth grabbing. And you've got a Tony Moore Codex variant for $34. I think I'm going to pass on that. I think that does it for Marvel. All right, we're getting near the end, guys. Bear with me. Independents. Let's take a look at those real quick. Got a Bloodshot Matina cover. It's not too bad. I've not really been collecting Bloodshot. I know that trailer just dropped. I did a video on that on Monday. I've had mixed reviews. Some people have commented that they thought it looked cool, and other people have said, no thanks. So, I don't know. The trailer looked okay. I'm not going to say it was fabulous. how the movie ends up being, I don't know. I'll have to see. I don't know that I'll go see it at the movie theater, but I might rent it when it comes out. All right, a lot of Halloween free giveaway books on this independent list, so you got to kind of skip through that. Let's see here. Monster Planet #1. I don't know if this will be worth grabbing or not. A lot of covers. Xenoscope Entertainment. I don't normally buy books from them, but I don't know. The A cover might be worth grabbing. It's kind of cool looking. Don't know if that'll be any good, but I mean, it might be worth taking note of that. Pink Lemonade #1 by It's Alive, the publisher. I'm not too familiar with this. I do think that this, I don't know why, but I feel like this B cover is going to sell out, and I think it will be a hot cover. So I grabbed one and put it in my shopping cart. I don't know. We'll see if I'm right, but I have a feeling that one might sell out. Just has that look to it that it could be a hot book. Plot #1, second printing. I want to see what that cover looks like. I might grab that. I definitely have Plot on my pull list, so issue #2, I'm going to be getting that. And of course, Cycle List #3. You definitely want to make sure that's on your pull list. This thing sells out every single issue. I think the print run on it is extremely low. I think the book is doing well. I think it has a good following. The first 2 issues, I've not had a chance to read it yet. I'm a little bit behind in my reading. This box right here represents all the books that I have yet, and it's almost full. That's what I have yet to read to catch up, so I am a little bit behind. Sorry, guys. Let me get back to it. So Psycho List #3, I think that's one that you may want to make sure you grab or have on your pull list. Red Winter #4. Red Winter's been pretty good. I like the artwork and the story. I don't know why, but I'm interested in stories of Russia. Like that Road to Bones, I think that was a Russian story as well. I enjoyed that, and Red Winter so far has been pretty good, so I'm grabbing that. Relics of Youth #2 is out. I did grab the first issue. I like Vault Comics. I think this one might be worth at least buying the first several issues to see if it's any good. So I've got that on my pull list. We'll see if it stays there. But Vault Comics, I mean, I'm such a big fan of Heathen that I'm kind of like willing to give them more of a try on other books just because of how good Heathen is. So I'm a little biased there. Let's see. Snow White Zombie Apocalypse one-shot. This book looks pretty cool. Cool looking cover. Scout Comics can produce some nice books, so I think this one's worth grabbing. I pre-ordered that in advance, so that's the way to do it. It's a $6 book. You pre-order that, it's 35% less. So that was one that I pre-ordered. I think we might be getting near the end. I think the last one I grabbed was Vampire State Building #2. A cover looks pretty cool. I've got that on my pull list. Nice looking cover. I'm kind of a sucker for black covers anyways. #2, the B cover rather, is a Stefano Gudiano. I'm just terrible at that name. Gudiano. I don't know. I probably butchered it. The one I really like is the C cover, which is the King Kong homage. That one looks really, really cool. I have a feeling this book's going to sell out, so if you haven't already, I would grab that one. I didn't pre-order any of these books, so I'm just going to grab them right off of Midtown. There's a glow-in-the-dark that they don't show the cover for, and you've got the sketch cover by Charlie Adlard, which he's doing the interior artwork on the book. I liked the first issue. I read it. I thought it was really good. I'm going to at least continue with it for a little while here. Warrior Nun, Dora. Is this Dora the Explorer getting older and becoming a nun? I don't know. I don't know anything about this book. Avatar Press. Some of their books are okay. If I had to pick a cover, I do like this Japanese cover. I don't know why. I like the Japanese flag. I'm sure the World War II veterans don't. care for that flag, but I think the colors look cool on that flag. Wolvenheart #1. I picked up a copy of the Black Capes exclusive on this. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good read. So that's the Frazetta. Basically, it's a Frazetta cover, right? An homage to Frazetta by my good man Esteban Salinas, who, by the way, I am going to be on Jim Comics' live stream. I believe this next Monday with Esteban. Esteban will be revealing the cover for Rejected Dead Girl, or is it Rejected Dead Girl? I think it's Rejected Dead Girl #3. I've already seen what it looks like. He sent me an image of it. I'm not going to share it with anybody, obviously, until the live stream. So we're going to reveal that cover on the live stream. Should be a really good show. Esteban's a great guy. He's amazing to watch draw. You know, just to see him create an image is just amazing. So what a fantastic artist, and I'm definitely looking forward to that show. So I'll of course post a video about it when we know the exact date and time, but I think it's going to be Monday evening. So Wolvenheart is definitely a book that I think I would grab if you didn't get the exclusive cover by Black Cape. I believe that does it for the independents. So that's it, guys. That's what I had for New Comic Book Day for next Wednesday, books to target and look at. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss any of my videos. And please leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of these books, the list here. Maybe there was a book that's coming out next week that I should have highlighted that I didn't. Please let me know that in the comments. And I will see you guys on Friday with another video on the Hot 10 comic list. Thanks, guys.